March 20th, 2022, 4:58 p.m. Hey y'all, welcome back to Everybody's Got a Story. I'm glad you're here. Y'all, I got some shit what need to be said, but this is the extended version, okay? Hey, so I was online today, y'all, and I happened to run across a live video of a black woman YouTuber or podcaster speaking on how black women can't keep rescuing Kanye West. Okay. First of all, I don't know why women, black women in particular, keep speaking out on this issue or this matter when no one seems to come to his aid or rescue. I keep hearing black women say these things about how black women shouldn't keep rescuing Kanye West. And I'm just like, what black women are they talking about? I haven't seen any black women rushing to Kanye West's rescue or aid or weighing in on the narrative. And as a matter of fact, any narrative that I do see weighed in on Kanye West, or Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, the only narrative that I do see black women weighing in on, and people in general weighing in on, is his relationship with his ex, how it's tumultuous, how he's off his rocker, he's gone too far, he's being banned from performing at Grammys, he's being, banned from Instagram, they saying he's being a bully, all this stuff, right? Comedians coming to beat him up, but he starts some things too. But I'm just trying to understand what these black women are talking about, because I haven't seen any black women come to his rescue. I do think, however, it is quite interesting how the narrative of him being a bully and him being a bad person completely twisted and changed and made his ex out to be like the angel. Nobody knows their situation. Nobody knows what's going on. They only know what is heard in the media, right? How do you know that he wasn't like blackmailed or tricked or something into doing something one way, but then people probably had another way secretly that they planned on doing it, and then by the time, so he starts going along with whatever it was they agreed on, and maybe the other people started going in on their plan that they agreed upon that maybe he didn't know about, and some shit got twisted up, lost in translation, and what played out for the world to see is what we saw, to make him look crazy, to make his ex look like the victim, to make it seem like he's losing his mind and that he's crazy, and some say bipolar, with which I don't think that was an actual diagnosis. But how do you know that there wasn't a plan for them to work it out, the relationship? Now, we all know originally Ye came out and said that he no longer wanted to be in the marriage with his ex because he said they have nothing in common outside of the children. They have nothing in common outside of the children. So he wasn't happy in the relationship. He wasn't happy in the marriage. He wanted to move on. She, his ex, wanted to work it out. He did not want to work it out. So Ye stated that he let her file for divorce first so that she can keep her integrity. That is what originally happened, or at least that is what was played out in the media. Then, later on down the line, Ye was giving interviews and talking about how he and his wife was going to work it out, that the kids wanted them to stay together. And everyone was happy for Ye that he decided to work on his marriage and, for his children. Then, out of the blue, his ex kisses Pete from SNL. I'm sorry, I forgot his last name. Skeet is what I remember because that's become so popular. So no shade, though, no shade. Okay, I believe it's Pete Davidson. I just was thinking. So next thing Ye knows, his ex is kissing Pete Davidson on the show, SNL, and things began getting turbulent from there. Who's to say that while his ex was rehearsing to perform the show, that she hadn't already hooked up with Pete Davidson after she had maybe agreed with Ye that they were going to stay together, maybe have an open marriage, maybe, who knows, because he did say that we're not going full Will and Jada. I do remember that statement being said by Ye. But it would seem that the relationship did take a turn towards a full Will and Jada, because it has been reported on several YouTube sites that Ye's ex had sex with Pete Davidson while they were rehearsing for the SNL show. As a matter of fact, one YouTuber said that, from a source, got information from a source, that allegedly Ye's ex was heard screaming from a room while having sex with Pete Davidson. And this is all on YouTube, y'all. So how do we know that Ye didn't get upset? Because maybe they agreed to work it out, maybe have an open relationship, maybe not, but maybe they agreed to work it out, and then his ex goes and has sex with someone else, and he just didn't want that to happen, maybe. And then it turns into craziness, and people are coming after Ye. Yes, he has said some things that, were not nice, okay? Like the whole, so they said it was a racial epithet towards Trevor Noah, the Kumbaya. Is it Kumbaya? Look, I'm not taking up for the fact that he does say some outlandish shit, I'm also not taking up for the fact that if there was bullying going on with regards to Pete Davidson, that has, happened, because it's not cool. I mean, I didn't do no shit like that, with regards to the ex's boo or new boo or whatever. I didn't do that at all. Actually, the new boo targeted me. You know what I'm saying? And I had no intentions of even talking to the new boo. Or not even new, because I know her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she used to come around my kids all the time. But it's like, I think new boos should stay in a place. Which means not interjecting too much into the relationship that is pretty toxic and negative and not going very well. Breakups can be very messy. And it's not cool either, with people trying to make it seem like, he wants his ex back so bad, and that's the reason why he's doing certain things, or what people are saying, he's acting crazy. I don't think that's cool to try to label someone like that when he specifically said that he didn't want to be in the marriage anymore. He said he just wants to be the best dad that he can be. He said he you know what I'm saying? And people are trying to spin it around and make it seem like, he's doing all of this, what he's doing, because he wants to be back with his ex so bad. I mean, I know her image is one of like sex and sex appeal and stuff like that. But if he doesn't want to be with her, then I think the narrative should stop being pushed that he wants to be with her, and that's why he's doing the things he's doing. He said he wants to be a good dad, meaning he wants to concentrate on his kids, and he wants to be in his kids' lives as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? And if that means being able to monitor who's around your kids too, to see whose hands your children are being passed around in, I think that fucking matters. Like I said, breakups are hard, but when you break up and then the person that you were with gets into a new relationship like that, and then has this new person that you're in a relationship with around your kids all the time, or maybe around your kids more than you, it's funny because I heard in the headline about, oh, I'm always going to be, protective of Kanye West. This is what his ex said. I'm always going to be protective of him. But it's like, how are you being protective of him when you're literally doing what you did in your last relationship, your previous marriage? Like, she wanted to get rid of Chris Humphries so fucking bad, right? That she went and got pregnant by Kanye West, so that would make him have to give up her, right? Give up the marriage, go through with the divorce, get it over with, because, hey, I'm not your wife anymore, even though I am technically your wife, but I'm not pregnant with your baby. I'm pregnant with this other guy's baby. So you're not going to want to be married to me anymore, right? Because I'm pregnant with another guy's baby. So she pushes Chris Humphries out by having a baby. And it's like, now, even though Ye didn't want to be with her anymore, maybe they had came to an agreement that they would work it out. And then now it's like, she's still technically married because she still has the wife title, even though she's legally single, which is kind of okay. But it's kind of like the same situation. It's like Pete Davidson puts out a text message of a picture of himself looking like he's naked, saying that he was laying in bed with Ye's wife, meaning her being in bed with another guy, but technically still being married. I'm sorry. Is this not the same narrative, y'all? The only difference is that she's not pregnant by Pete Davidson. Well, she wouldn't be because she can't get pregnant anymore anyway. And then everybody wants to drag Kanye West through the mud about him wanting to be around his kids, or about him wanting to protect his kids, about him wanting to be the father in his kid's life, and not, having new or certain people around all the time that wasn't usually around his children. Like I said, breakups is hard. It really, really is. But when you move on with the quicks like that, and then you start bringing these people around your children that weren't usually around your children, and having them up in your bed, showing them like, hey, this is your new daddy, even though it's really not. It's kind of messy, kind of toxic, not healthy, not at all. Not for the children, not for the co-parenting relationship, not even for the new relationship. I also heard on a YouTube channel this lady talking about how they feel Ye is upset even more about his ex's choice of person that she's with, because he feels like it's a downgrade from him. Like, how dare you downgrade for me, or something like that. But I did hear, and I have personally experienced, that they say when the person that does you wrong in a relationship, when y'all break up, the person that does you wrong, they usually end up like downgrading or getting a downgrade. And I'm not throwing shade or saying Pete Davidson is downgrade. I'm just saying this is what a YouTuber said, that was another reason why Ye was kind of appalled or some shit like that. And that he was also concerned about Pete Davidson's drug problem and how he's in rehab a lot, and, getting his ex hooked on drugs and that not being good for the kids and things like that. I'm in school right now, y'all. This is a bit off topic, just a tad, but still in the same ballpark. So I was doing some homework, and through my homework, I discovered, because I'm in music production, and so we talk about Kanye West a lot. We talk about Kanye West a lot in class. And he would be happy to know that so many people love him and love his music and love him as a person, love him overall. I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about Kanye West since I have been in school. I'm not saying nothing about nobody else. Because I heard stuff about other people, okay? But Kanye, or Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, no, nothing bad about him. But this is what I will say. I learned while doing homework that, do you guys remember when Ye went to the White House to meet with Trump, and he wore his red Magda hat and everybody got all pissed off about it? And it was that meeting where he told Trump, I love you, even though Trump didn't say it back. I didn't think he would anyway, but he was just real friendly and nice. Do y'all remember that day when all the cameras was there, and was Jesse Jackson there too? I know y'all remember that day. You could Google it and you'll see Ye in the Oval Office with Trump with his red Magda hat on. People got crazy, went crazy. Okay, the point is, while I was doing my homework and I was looking at videos on music production and musically inclined geniuses, okay, I was made aware that the reason Kanye West was in the Oval Office with Trump having that meeting was because the Music Modernization Act of 2018, that law had just passed, and Ye was at the White House in the Oval Office meeting with Trump because of that very fact. And somehow all of that got overshadowed by the fact that he was wearing a red MAGA hat and that he was being friendly with Trump. And for those that don't know, the Music Modernization Act, what it is, the law, it updates the music licensing landscape to better facilitate legal licensing of music by digital services. It also provides certain protections and exceptions to those protections to the pre-1972 sound recordings and addresses distribution of producer royalties. So it's like a technology, or it's a law that was aimed to modernize copyright related issues for music and audio recordings due to new forms of technology such as digital streaming. And as we know, Ye puts his music out a lot on the digital streaming platform, okay? That is why he was at the White House in the Oval Office with Trump when he was wearing that red MAGA hat. He was rejoicing, he was celebrating the fact that the Music Modernization Act of 2018 had been signed into law. But nobody spoke about that shit. All of that was overshadowed because they just used his celebrity to give Trump a boost. Okay? Almost like being used as a scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? So while I was doing my homework, y'all, this is what I learned. Because I had no fucking idea about that. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, that's crazy, because when I watched that, the whole time, the whole narrative was about how he was just there supporting Trump and that he's a diehard Republican and that he's da-da-da. That was what the whole narrative was. Nobody said shit about music. Literally, nobody said shit about music. I didn't hear nothing. So just to get back to the fact that black women are on these YouTube channels saying that black women should stop rescuing Kanye West, even though I haven't seen anybody come to Kanye West's rescue. So I don't know what the hell these YouTube women are talking about. I just think it's weird because I don't know what the hell they're talking about or who they're talking about. I think it's weird that everyone is trying to make him out to be crazy and like love crazed and acting crazy because he wants to get back with his ex, when that's clearly not the truth, if he's been saying over and over again from the very beginning that he did not want to be with her. Now, if they agreed to work it out somewhere in the middle, which he was on the Breakfast Club saying they agreed to work it out because the kids wanted them to stay together, and then the shit took a turn for the worse when his ex maybe decided to step out and dip into Pete's lake. Okay, I'm just saying, the bottom line is nobody knows what's going on because, everybody is pushing out their own narratives. People are obviously wanting to not appear a certain way in the media, so one could be making one look crazy and the other one is trying to tell on the other one, but the other one is, look, if y'all know nothing else, y'all should know that women can be very clever and very tricky. Maybe the black YouTubers are talking about me. The black women YouTubers. Maybe they're talking about me coming to his rescue or me. I mean, I don't know, because I don't feel like I'm coming to his rescue, but I do feel like I do feel like I have to have, not have to have his back, but that's how I feel. Because I feel like I see shit so differently from what other people are seeing. And if other people are seeing it the way I'm seeing it and they're just not saying anything, that's fucked up. But if no one is seeing it the way I'm seeing it after you have listened to my entire spiel on everything, if you haven't seen it my way because you were seeing it another way, I hope that what I just said set a light bulb off in your brain. I hope a knob turned. I hope an eye opened, because folks are trying to, it seems like, destroy this man, and I'm just trying to figure out why and over who. I was just about to say, listen, a motherfucker don't want no smoke, okay? I can't help that I feel the way I feel. Like, I feel like I need to speak up and say something. And it's also in part because some of the things that he has gone through, even though he's gone through it more publicly, are some of the things that I can relate to, because I've also gone through it and have been going through it. Just in regards to like relationships, exes, custody, kids, divorce, all that. Like, I relate to that shit. A lot of that shit I have gone through and am going through. I mean, I'm not married no more. I'm divorced, okay? If you can even, anyway, not getting into it, okay? But as far as the child custody thing, it's like I completely relate to that shit. And maybe that's why I feel so drawn to the story or the narrative, because I feel like I'm going through the same thing. Like, we're literally like mirroring each other in some instances. And word is bond, yo. Given his ex's track history with men, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying anybody's perfect or whatever. I know ain't nobody perfect, look, do what you want to do with your body, do what you say, I don't give a fuck, whatever. But given his ex's track record with regards to marriage, like, how fucking dare some motherfuckers open their mouth to come at Kanye West about how he's acting in his first fucking marriage? Like, he's learning as he's going along. Forgive me, Lord, forgive me. Okay, almost, okay? Like, this is his ex's third rodeo with this shit, Like, I've only been married once my damn self, I'm still learning as I go along. And all she can say in a joke is, I'm still trying to get this marriage thing right. And she on to her fourth marriage. I'm talking about she's still trying to get it right. She trying to get that bank account right, bitch. I ain't saying she a gold digger, hey, but she ain't messing with no broke. Hey, I ain't saying she a gold digger, hey, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. 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 So, I'm going to end this shit with saying to the black YouTube females who say black women need to stop coming to Kanye West's rescue, even though I haven't seen no black women coming to Kanye West's rescue. Maybe I'm the black woman that she's talking about, or they're talking about. I don't know, but I haven't seen any other black women come to Kanye West's rescue. But I'm going to need y'all to stop beating up our black brother, our black man, our black son in the media so fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? And trying to make it seem like he's a fucking savage monster, when clearly he's simply learning the ropes in his first marriage. Keep your head up, yay. And to his ex, congratulations. You just might have met your match. Thanks for listening, y'all. Peace and blessings. Any feedback or comments? They are welcome, and I will speak to you in the next episode.